What is happening, folks? Joe of All Vapes coming at you once again. Want to say, first of all, thank you to everybody for joining me. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome. Grab a favorite vape, kick up your feet. We're going to be talking about some sweet e-liquid today. And I do have a brief cameo from my son. This is Remington. Say hello, Remington. He's captivated by his mom right now. There you go. 6 months old, and this is what it's all about. This is my mini-me right here. That's the family edition of Joe of All Vapes right there. Those of you that are familiar with my channel, thank you very much once again. Stick around. I love seeing all your smiling faces. For the majority of you, actually, I have met a lot of you, so you do always smile when I see you. But the Working Man's Vape. Now, little story behind this brand. Joe is the head honcho over at the Working Man's Vape. Easy name to remember, right? And Working Man's Vape is out of Lebanon, Oregon. And if any of you guys aren't familiar with the little podunk end of Oregon that I am from, Springfield, you're definitely not going to know Lebanon. It is a hop, skip, and a jump away from me. I've had a bunch of his juice since like early 2016. But through the course of moving from one house to another, I actually lost it all, and it just some of it got damaged, and I lost the rest. It was a horrible, tragic, dramatic story. But I got to see them all over again at the 2017 West Coast Vape Expo out in Pasco, Washington, and he gave me some of his new unicorn bottle stuff. Everything's been reformulated. First flavor that we're going to talk about is the Architect. This is the Architect in a fatty little 60 ml bottle here. Now the Architect's flavor profile, blueberry, strawberry, and papaya. Some interesting flavor concoction going on in there. Now, one thing I will say about all of the stuff from the Working Man Vape is that it is really super, super clean. Very, very clean tasting. The profile and consistency match up perfectly with everything. And if you don't know what my lingo is on that, profile is what's on the label is what's in the bottle. That's what you taste when you inhale it. Consistency is layers. If it says it's blueberry, papaya, and watermelon, you can taste each individual flavor, you know what I mean? Working Man's Vape definitely has it where it's going on in terms of quality and just mixology. The blueberry and the strawberry, I will say, the consistency between those two on this flavor, really, really good. All of you guys know that I'm a blueberry nut. Very well-rounded flavor, and it's a deep flavor too. Even though it's a berry, it can be used to kind of undertone a lot of lighter flavors and bring it up, which is what it did for the watermelon. The watermelon was very crisp and clean tasting. The papaya was a blend of flavor, believe it or not, that I'm not traditionally used to. I've tasted guava and dragon fruit and lychee and everything in between. But papaya, I'm not super ultra familiar with. I didn't eat a lot of it. More mango than anything when I was a kid. So the tropical aspect of that definitely made it a little bit different. Just kind of swooped in and give it a little bit of a zing, you know what I mean? So you can definitely taste it. It's present. It's a nice, clean flavor. Everything melds really well-rounded. The next flavor is an oldie, but it's a goodie. And now, first of all, cereal vape. This one's called DJ, and it's just straight up Fruit Loops. There's two things that an e-juice brand can do with a flavor. Number one, they can either take an old flavor and make it new, totally different spin on it, something just kind of crazy and out of the wall, off the wall, you know what I mean? Or they can take an oldie and turn it into a goodie. This one definitely does taste reminiscent of all the other Fruit Loops, except for the fact it is really, really clean tasting. Once again, I use that clean tasting vernacular often, basically because I just want to convey the message. It's a really smooth tasting vape. It does not have that nasty little citrusy flavor that kind of hits you in the throat and burns your tongue, you know what I mean? Now here's where I was talking about taking an older flavor and sort of revamping it and just making it a nice blend of smoothness and sweetness. Strawberry cheesecake, the baker, is this flavor. Now, perfect blend of sweet, ripened, natural tasting strawberries with a nice, deep, and rich cream cheese, a little bit of a crusty undertone, little earthy graham cracker goodness, cookie, not too sweet, definitely not too sweet. It's got a very nice blend to it. Definitely worth the shot if you're into cream and you're into strawberry. Next flavor is something a little bit more familiar to my taste buds to be able to kind of break apart for you. This one is the Arborist in this little 30 milliliter unicorn. This one is cantaloupe, mango, and watermelon. So 3 of some of my favorite flavors. Now, mango is an e-juice blend flavor that just, I can really take it or leave it. It really depends on how it's done. This one was actually really good, and I think it was just a play between the cantaloupe and the watermelon. Both of those flavors really pushed the watermelon up, kind of raised it up just a little bit. The mango gave it just that little tropical kind of tinge just right in the middle, and cantaloupe always has a really nice, well-rounded flavor that I just think adds a certain amount of, I don't know, some kind of substantial flavor. It just really makes it well-rounded and nice, okay? So the Arborist is a good fruit blend that's a little bit deeper with just kind of a nice watermelon-y finish. And it does, it just kind of has like a nice, pleasant little airy finish at the end. Second to last flavor is the Confectioner. Now this one is a white chocolate s'mores. So here's where this one was kind of interesting for me. It's a good flavor. The one thing that I liked about this is that the marshmallow came across really toasty tasting. Toasty tasting, say that 3 times fast. So a nice toasty tasting flavor. Nice little crusty kind of an earthy blend to it, but the white chocolate is really what made this super interesting. It makes me want to go out and have a white chocolate s'mores now, just to compare it to the Confectioner and see if the flavor blend is going to be similar enough. The white chocolate made it so much different than traditional milk chocolate when it comes to s'mores blends. My palate wasn't ready for it. Definitely a good one, not my favorite, but good stuff. Now this next flavor is in a bit of a category on its own. This is a brand new thing for me, completely and totally brand new. And I don't know what a lot of people out there think about the whole CBD market, but it is something that obviously has made a cultural boom, especially in the vaping community and the vaping industry. I think CBD in itself has a lot of health benefits in a lot of ways for people that suffer with chronic pain and just a lot of other bodily afflictions and ailments. The one thing that the guys over at Working Man Vapes do also is CBDelights. This flavor is Oregon Berry Cobbler. Now this is 500 milligrams and quite possibly some of the cleanest, smoothest, absolutely almost odorless. But the flavor is really, really solid. It is really smooth, but incredibly cleanly potent. Now, I suffer from lower back pain as well as knee pain caused by years and years of bodybuilding and competitive bodybuilding. So it's chronic. There's nothing I can do to get rid of it other than stretch and, take ibuprofen and this and that and the other, but it's there with me every morning. I wake up, I go to bed at the end of the day. It's always there for me. So CBD was definitely something that I had considered over time and doing a lot of research in. I got absolutely no issue with anybody that smokes marijuana. It doesn't make any difference to me whatsoever. However, the smell of marijuana, I can't take. I cannot stand it. It makes me nauseous. I have an allergic reaction to it. I just can't take it at all. So there are a lot of CBD tinctures on the market for vaping devices and vaping in general. I took about 2 or 3 puffs of this stuff at the West Coast Vape Expo. And let me tell you, it was the 500 milligram one. Within about 15 to 20 minutes, my lower back pain started to go away. The headache that I had, probably from not drinking enough water or eating anything but junk food for 3 straight days, went away. The stress levels just got really, really super mellow. 100% pure CBD, 0 THC, so this stuff hits you exactly in the manner for the medical purpose that is it's intended. And you do not even have to vape this. You can add it to your coffee. You can add it to your tea. You can drink it. You can put it on a spoon and take it that way. I mean, it's meant just for straight consumption. The fact that you can vape it makes it convenient. It is made by the same creators of the Working Man's Vape. They do have this in different flavors. This is the 30. You can get it in the 60 mil as well. For any of you guys that are interested in CBDelights or obviously the good stuff from Working Man's Vape, I will definitely give you all the information in the comment section below. Bunch of different info as well in that comment section description. Give me your thoughts. If any of you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or you just really want to say, hey, Joe of all Vapes, what's going on, man? What's your favorite vape? Slam something in the comment section below, and I will definitely do my best to get back to each and every one of your comments. So wrapping this up, I just want to say thank you so much to Working Man's Vapes and CBDelights. Really appreciate the goods. And I want to say thank you to all of you guys. I have just recently reached past the 1,600 subscriber mark on YouTube. I know there's so much going on YouTube right now for creators. I don't do it for the money. I never have. I do it because I enjoy what I do. I love meeting new people, and so many of you guys out there I have met and made very good friends out of, and I hope I get to meet so many more of you. So please stick with me. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel here. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I do a lot of business over there and got some good giveaways coming up. So this is Joe of all Vapes, your eye in that vaping sky, wishing you to stay humble. You love yourselves, love each other, keep it eternally cloudy, and as always, pinky out. Hey everybody, this is Joe of all Vapes. Thank you for watching. For the best in vape reviews, pound that subscribe button, and don't forget, vaping saves lives.